Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to fix one of these old things. Alright, so I made a video about a year and a half to 2 years ago. It was on my bed back in my apartment, my dusty old apartment. You know, it broke down. I was kind of stupid. I didn't have anything to set the phone or camera on. I've got a better phone now. I tried using that camera over there, but it's top heavy, so I'm just using my phone. Cool thing is I used a cup, put batteries in it for support, cut holes on the side, stick your phone in there. It's pretty cool. And I'm using my phone because there's a pause button on it, and I haven't made any base covers lately due to my base being messed up. It's got to be sent to the shop. The frets are unlevel. It's just messed up completely, so I gotta go fix that. But yeah, in the meantime, might as well fix an old video. So yeah, let's get started. Things you'll need: electronics duster or compressed air of some kind. Even if you wanted to, you could use a vacuum, but you still gotta have this. If you got a ton of dust, use a vacuum. You don't want dust all over your table now, do you? Okay, next, rubbing alcohol or lens cleaner. I do have lens cleaner. If you don't want to put really strong stuff on there, use the lens cleaner, but I'm using rubbing alcohol just because I like it. And next, I have a precision screwdriver kit, but all you need is the I think this is a Phillips 0 right there. Maybe it's a 00. No, this is the Phillips 0. You're going to need a Phillips 0, and that should be just about it. There are no Torx screws or anything. That's for like Microsoft and crap like that. I'll explain more that we need as we go. A Phillips head, just a regular household Phillips. I think this is a Phillips 2 x 1-1/2 inch, something like that. I don't know. Any Phillips head should work as long as it's not too big. And if you've got the network adapter, a knife or a flathead, just take that off. The knife works because it's got a flat end, you know. And next, Q-tips. You're going to need Q-tips to wipe the lens. That's the main problem with the discrete error. And this is optional right here. Use some pledge on the outside, shine it up, make it look cool, and prevent dust from getting on it. You could even, this is antibacterial too, so gets bacteria off. And a microfiber cloth. That is, if you decide to clean it off. It would help a ton. So, let's get this thing open. So, I've got the 30,000 one, and the first step would be to unscrew the network adapter. I'm going to pause while I do this. Use your flathead for this. Alright, I got my network adapter off, and go ahead and some compressed air in there. You know, just do that. Take some rubbing alcohol, clean out the connections. I don't have a hard drive in here, so no need to clean these out. Sorry about that. I wasn't looking at my camera. I couldn't see where everything was. Got this at a resale shop. My friend bought it. Alright. Now, if you don't have the network adapter, just peel the back off. It's got something. So I've got the 39,000 one. If you can see that. I don't know. My phone doesn't have focus, so focus. I am focus. No, not really. Okay, so on the bottom, got some foot pads. You got this one. Just peel these off. That one. And that one. And one down here. And then you've got these plastic tabs. Just push these all off to the side. I'm gonna do the rest of these off camera, and keep in mind on the newer models like the 50,001 there are some tabs down here. Alright, so see you guys in a minute. considering that I was almost done doing that anyways, that was pretty fast. But now, you want to take your Phillips head, and you want to unscrew the 8 screws, maybe 9 or 10 if it's the newer models, off the bottom. You can see all the screws. So, you know, it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm going to pause. Alright, so once you're done with that, just put your screws off to the side. I put them right there, just because, you know. So, now, wow, I really should have cleaned the table off before doing this. My brother's a messy freak. Alright, so, now, you got your system. You're going to want to take it, just kind of pull it forward a little bit. Okay, I'm going to set it back down, just pull it. Alright, and you got that. If you've got a newer model, you won't have this, it'll just be kind of stuck right there. But if you have an older model, it'll be stuck to the case. What you want to do is you want to just take this. Oh, okay. Well then. Okay. But on first try, when you're first doing that, you're gonna have to just peel it. There's these little holes, like right there. Just peel it around there, and then once it becomes loose, just kind of pull it out like that. Since I did it before, it just automatically fell out. And there will be a sticker here. If you've never done this before, it's just right there. Go ahead and rip it. It doesn't matter. Hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that. That was my brother. He's playing Xbox. He's autistic. So, he's going to be yelling. Okay, so, next. You basically just want to take your canned air, and mine's pretty clean, but if you've never done this before, there's going to be dust. There's still a little bit of dust, but it's not a big problem. Just blow out the heat sinks. And one thing I didn't mention, if you're very stressed out by doing this, have some gum, you know. Takes out a little bit of stress. I don't know why I'm chewing gum, but yeah. Blow out the fan, just blow everything out. Stick the straw down. Connectors, everything. Just clean everything out. Okay, so once you're done with that, just take your Phillips screwdriver. Let me get the bit. Hold on. Alright, so I got the bit. Gotta make sure it's... Okay, so make sure it's on loosening. But if you're just using a normal screwdriver, that doesn't matter. Just twist it to the left. And, let me see. Oh, nope, it's not a Phillips 0. It's a Phillips 00, apparently. Crap. Sorry, my mistake. For some reason, on my other precision screwdriver kit, a Phillips 0 worked. But, really here it doesn't. Okay, so, maybe it's a Phillips 000. I don't know, a Phillips 0 worked for me on the other one. So I'm going to use a Phillips 000 on this. Okay, apparently that worked. And I don't know if you can hear that, but my brother's screaming down there. He's annoying. Please excuse him. I don't know why he's screaming. It's Plants vs. Zombies. So, okay, anyways, just unscrew these. Okay. Sorry. So they're right here, right there, and right there. But on the newer ones, they're just going to be up front, and there's going to be clips on the side for the newer ones. On the older ones, there's 4, and there's going to be clips. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, and I'll be... Alright, so once you got those off, just take it, pull it off. If you want to test it, make sure to pull this little thing out, this tab. You're going to want to save that for when you're testing the laser. You don't want to put everything back together. You want to make sure it works first. Alright, so now you got your disk drive, everything. And to get the disk drive out, you're going to need your power cord. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that. But just take your power cord, put it in the back, make sure not to touch anything that looks dangerous, blah blah blah, you know, plug this in, alright? Alright, so now that I remember, this PS2's got this weird angle thing. It's got to be at a perfect angle for it to eject, or it's not going to work. As you can see, it's kind of, here, just let me get it at a good angle. Hold on. Crap. Okay. So, there we go. Let it eject. Hit the switch in the back. And that's all you gotta do. Alright. So, now, you've got your laser, everything, and you know, all that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And now, this is optional, but you might want to do it. Go ahead and get some white lithium grease or other mechanical lubrication, and just grease up these bars, and the motor, everything. You know, you want everything to be working at its best, so keep it in its prime shape. And now, here's where the big problem is. Alright, here's the laser. Mine came off really easy, because I did this a million times before, but for you it's going to feel a bit rough. Don't be afraid. Even if the shell does break, it should be fine. It's just a plastic shell. So, yeah. Okay. So now, this is where the rubbing alcohol and the Q-tips come in. What you're going to want to do is dip the Q-tip in rubbing alcohol. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I got rubbing alcohol on my Q-tip. You could use lens cleaner, or if you're so super cheap, you could use water, but I highly do not recommend it. You don't know what's in that water. You don't know if it's safe. It could just make it worse. So I highly recommend lens cleaner or rubbing alcohol. So yeah, now what you're going to want to do is take your Q-tip, kind of rub it on there, kind of rub it around, go ahead and get it off. Don't be afraid that it's holding on good. And now, this is where the main problem is with dual layer disc reading. What you're going to want to do is kind of lift up the laser with your other finger, of course. Hold on. Phone's falling out. Okay, so just get it in under the laser. This is where like the CD laser and the dual layer disc reader is. Just get under there, kind of swirl it, you know, get all the crud. And again, just dry it off, and that should fix your problem, to tell the truth. But yeah, that's the disc read error. You know, I've got another video for the power problem. Oh crap. That's basically when a tab somewhere in here just falls out. It's simple. It was a really cruddy video, but yet it's my most watched video for some reason. It's got more dislikes than likes, but you know, probably going to take it down even though it's my most watched video. You know, just because. Alright. So, after you did that, just wipe it off. If you really wanted to, go ahead and clean this out. But I'm not going to. And go ahead and put everything back. You know, the way it was. Just do everything. Just put it back. Put the laser cover back on. Just do all that. And I'll come back and show you the power problem. Another thing you want to make sure is that this the white pulley thing, it stays all the way out while you're trying to put the disk drive back in. I'm having trouble with it. but just keep fiddling with it until you get it back in. Don't force it back in though. That'll break it. Alright, I got the disk drive back. You gotta make sure that it's pulled that white thing's pulled all the way to the right. You're gonna want to hold it there and make sure it's on track, because if not, it'll kind of not work. So, yeah, got that. Okay, so this is the part where you want to test your disk. So just take a disk. Imagine this is your disk. Set it on there and set this thing right over it. Make sure that the disk isn't sitting on this. Make sure it's under it. Blah, blah, blah. You know the rest. This is kind of how it works. In fact, you don't even have to put the cover back on after this. You could just put this thing on and off, but you would have to clean the laser and the insides a whole lot more. So yeah. Anyways, let's get this cover back on, and let's take the bottom off. Alright, so when you are trying to take the bottom off, what you want to do is you want to take your Phillips head and remove the screws for the memory card. Then you just pull the memory card thing out. Here, I'm just going to set the screws over there. Hold on just a second. Ow. Whoops. There we go. Just take the memory card thing, pull it out, and flip your PS2 over. I'm not going to do this one with one hand, so I'm going to pause. Alright, so this is the part where you just take the bottom off. Just pull it off. It comes off really easy. And yeah, here's where the power problems comes in. You see this blue tab right here. You just want to make sure these are all pushed in all the way. You'll basically be good to go. I'm not even joking. You'll be good to go. Make sure all these tabs are pushed in, and you have your power back. All right. That's basically it. I mean, the rest is just hot cleaning, getting the dust out. Just blow the fans out. Use a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol on the fan blades. Just clean everything out if you can. It'll preserve your system, just make it look better overall. So, yeah, just put everything back the way it was. You'll be good to go. Okay, since there's really nothing much else to do, just I'm gonna end the video here, and next part, fixing a PS2 Slim. Oh, before I go, remember, if you wanted to, you could use some pledge on the case. It'll just make it look better. If you even wanted to, you could put these in the sink, clean them off, get all the dust out. That'll ensure that you get all the dust. And yeah. Okay, so my work is done here. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.